Today in this video, we are going to talk about a gadget that you cannot function without. You need that gadget while you wake up, while you sleep, when you're going out for work, going for a quick loo break. Basically, you need this device for each and everything. And yes, I am talking about our phones. This is the device that we cannot live without and we cannot function without, because this gadget has made our lives very easy. In just 10 minutes, we can get delivered groceries at our doorsteps. We can get delivered food at our doorstep. We can get medicines. On Amazon, we can order everything, which is an everything store. Basically, everything can be done with the help of this particular phone. You can book your flights. You can book yourself a massage. You can do pretty much everything with this particular phone. And which is why we cannot function without this particular gadget. But strangely, 20 years back, we did not knew this particular device existed. We only knew about calling and communicating via landlines. I agree, this particular device has made our lives very easier, and also a lot of credit goes to this particular device for helping people create so many videos and putting it up online. So if this phone wouldn't exist, the creator economy wouldn't exist. But it's strange how dependent we've gotten on this particular device for all of our needs. We are so much in awe with the positives of this particular device that we are overlooking the negative sides of this particular phone. That results in phone addiction, constantly needing to scroll social media or constantly needing to fidget on phone. Whenever we find ourselves in any kind of awkward situation, we quickly whip out our phone from our bags and our pockets and start scrolling. I don't know what we are gaining out of it. It's good to actually just strike a conversation with someone that we are physically present in that particular space, but we choose to look busy while scrolling social media, and all of that is getting registered in our mind. We constantly compare our lives with the people on social media, little knowing the fact that they are filtering each and everything and showing just 1% of their life on social media. So the entire idea of creating this video is something that everything that I talked about was my own reality some months back. And because I'm a content creator, a lot of my work happens on phone. I was constantly scrolling and I needed my phone all the time to track the comments, the messages, the matrix and everything. I had an excuse to be on phone. So whenever my partner asked me, Kritika, what are you doing? And I always used to reply that, okay, I'm working because I'm a content creator and posting content on social media is my work. But I was lying to myself and my partner because I didn't need to be present on social media, constantly tracking each and every number. I just needed to track it once a day or once a week and I was good to go. I need not sit on it and obsessively track each and every metric. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all the steps that I took and that you can also take to transform your relationship with phone completely and convert it into a productivity tool. Number one is to start tracking your screen time. This habit was comparatively easier for me because I always and already track where I am spending my time in a timesheet on a Google spreadsheet. So I will write down at what time I woke up, what I did the entire day, and I will finish up writing in that Excel sheet at night when I slept. So besides that, I also started tracking my screen time and it was comparatively easier because there is a feature on iPhone that you can on the screen time. It can tell you your daily average, the total time spent on the phone in that particular day, most used apps, the daily average, the number of times you pick up the phone and what app do you open after picking up the phone and all of that. So basically in detail, you can know about your screen time and your activity and your behavior with your phone. And this is actually very eye-opening data that you need to collect to understand how you are using your phone and where your time is going. Often people complain that I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that, I don't have time to take breaks, I don't have time to pursue a hobby, I don't have time to read a book and all sorts of things. But little did we know that how much time that we are spending on phone, mindlessly scrolling and not investing that particular time in doing all the activities that brings us joy. We are living digitally more than we are living physically. So it's now time to bring back the balance. So start tracking your time that you spend on your phone daily, and I highly recommend that you keep this habit so that you don't lose track of this particular habit, because it is important to save our time, because time is the single most currency that you cannot earn back. You can record your screen time in an Excel sheet, in the Notes app, or with a pen or paper, however you like. I like to record my screen time on the timesheet so that I have a track of it at the same place. Now let's talk about the step number 2, that is deleting all the unnecessary apps. Now a phone is actually a graveyard of the apps that we do not use. We only use a couple of 3-4 apps on a regular basis, and we don't generally need so many apps on our phone. And whenever I look at my phone with so many apps, it confuses me and it gets me distracted to open this app and to know, okay, what is in that app and all of that. And I do not want to get distracted, which is why I have deleted all the unnecessary apps on my phone. And I'm actually going to give you all a tour of how I have organized it in a manner that makes me mindful of whenever I pick up my phone, I know what I need to do with it. Okay, here you are inside my phone. On the screen over here, you can see recording over here, and as and when I open my phone, you will see nothing on the first screen because I don't want to be bombarded with a lot of apps. And I want to be reminded of like why I picked up the phone. So I like to stare at the blank screen and then remind myself, okay, I have opened this particular phone for this particular purpose, and I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to be keeping the phone down. And when I slide to the next grid, so as you can see, I have organized all the apps into folders and I have named them, and I've also arranged them based on the priority that particular folder has. So number 1 is the work folder, wherein I have my Drive. Like you all know, I access and work on Drive. So that is number 1. Google Calendar, super important. Gmail, Calendar, the iCal, the tasks and the files. So these are the most important apps that I want to use majorly on my phone. And next, moving on, is the finance. Here are the phone apps of the banks that I have account in, and also Paytm to do like online transactions. Next is my A game, that is my social media game. So you will only find 3 social media, that is YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn. That's it. Threads is something that has actually come with Instagram, so I've not deleted it, but I no longer open it. And YT Studio, that's also super important, so I like to keep track of the numbers, so which is why it is there. No Facebook, no Twitter, nothing, because I'm not currently active on it. Next is adulting. These are the apps that I use not on a regular basis, but I use them very frequently, so I've kept it over here. That is Blinkit. Maybe I have to order some grocery or something, that last minute thing that you need to prepare and you're missing one thing, so you want to order that. Urban Company for booking like any house related things that you want to get repaired or and all of that. Or Zoom. So I think Zoom was also something that I can do away with, because I don't take up calls from my phone on Zoom, so I can do away with that. Next is communication, messages and WhatsApp business. I have a separate number for my work and separate number for my personal life. So yeah, that is there. Next is photography. As a content creator, having camera and photos are the 2 important things, because we're always taking some or the other picture or some or the other video. Next is browsing, Safari and Google. Nothing fancy. The 3rd grid over here. Next is the travel, when I use these apps whenever I want to travel. So make my trip, Google Maps, Uber or Porter, very good service. Porter is something that I use on a daily basis. Yeah, travel are basically, logistics. Next is food. I don't usually take out food so much. I like to eat home food. So, which is why this is on the 3rd grid. Next is Hotstar, ClickBuzz and Prime Video. Entertainment, basically I don't come to this particular grid so often. And next is shopping. I like to have it on my phone, but I don't use it so much. And next is utilities. All the utilities and iPhone apps over here are in this particular folder, and major other apps over here organized in this particular folder. As you can see, I only have 3 grids on my phone, and always I use them intentionally and never go out like crazy, and I'm not distracted with a lot of apps. So this is actually a very good way to delete all the apps and organize all the apps on your phone and not get distracted with your phone, because it is super easy to get distracted. The next step that I'm going to talk about is the step that actually helps me further to be very mindful of my phone usage, that is keeping a timer. So whenever I pick my phone, let's say for example, I'm picking my phone to post a reel, and I know that it is going to be taking me around 15 to 20 minutes. So I open the timer app, I set the timer of 15 minutes, and I tell myself I just have 15 minutes to do my entire activity on the phone and keep the phone down. So like that, I'm not distracted to scroll on social media and be on social media and look for WhatsApp or messages or this or that. It's very easy to get distracted while you are on phone and working. So I like to give myself a timer, and I use the timer app a lot. That is something that I'm going to be talking about in the coming steps. Let's move on to the next step, and that is scheduling a social media consumption hour. So first of all, what you do is you set yourself a timer of 59 minutes and you just do and wander and do anything with your phone, like whatever you wanted to do, any kind of video that you wanted to watch that you saved it for watch later. So what I do is I try to avoid watching videos on phone. I like to watch videos on my laptop on YouTube, but if in case I'm lazy enough to open my laptop and watch a video, I will save it to later and then I will consume it in my social media consumption hour. That is the time when I am free to do and mindlessly wander with my phone and open to change my wallpaper or change this or change that or reply to the messages, reply to the comments, and basically do each and everything that I do with my phone. But I do try to do it in those 59 minutes. I tell myself I just have 59 minutes to do it and I cannot be spending so much time on my phone. So this is exactly that has actually helped me mindful of my phone usage and convert my phone from a distraction tool to a productivity tool. Now let's talk about the last step of this video, that is not using the phone until 2 hours after you wake up and 2 hours before you sleep. I know this is little difficult. I also took some time because I was constantly glued on phone and I had a habit of watching something funny or entertaining on phone before I sleep. First thing that I used to do when I used to wake up was check social media and check the comments and everything. So it was little difficult for me, but I am glad that I'm able to overcome that habit and not touch my phone after I wake up and before I go to sleep. Try this habit, try this hack. Take up any activity that you always wanted to do and do that particular activity during that particular time, or simply just develop a morning and night routine. It will help you be away from your phone. And the benefits of staying away from the phone has been amazing. It has drastically impacted my mental health and my happiness. So I'm a better person once I overcame the phone addiction. So yeah, these are all the points that you can take to get over your phone addiction and convert your phone from a distraction tool to a productivity tool. And all of the steps that I mentioned are tried and tested and done by me. So I totally vouch for each and every step. So yeah, that was it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video till the very end, and I will see you in the next video very soon. Till then, bye-bye.